Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. Doing card of the day. As I'm recording this, it's the 8th, so it's David Bowie's birthday today. It's also Elvis's birthday, and 20 years ago today, our cat Nikola was born. He's no longer with us, but I named him after Nikola Tesla, so happy birthday in perpetuity to those three people. We called him Nixie. Alright, so the deck that I'm using for today is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. And when I was shuffling it, a good portion of the deck fell on the floor. 3 of them spit out on the desk. So I have the 3 that were on the desk, and then the one that fell furthest away on the floor. Hands are so dry. What am I doing? I just want to say first that I haven't put up any tarot in over a week, and it's taken me like 8 or 9 days to accomplish what I was trying to get done on the 30th of December. And some of that's because I haven't been feeling well, and some of it's because the things that I've been trying to do are taking a lot longer than I thought they would. So instead of like an hour, it's like 4, 5, 6, 8 hours of work. But, and you know, and I've had limited energy and my sleep has been messed up and all that. So uh, I've been working more when I have been doing work, which is a lot of it. I've been doing work on the art side of things, and I'm doing really boring, tedious uh, link fixing, editing descriptions, and I did all like 400 things on my DeviantArt a couple days ago, and then yesterday I spent most of the day trying to edit stuff on YouTube because I had a I tried to filter all my information into what I called an infomercial video, and then all of a sudden a couple days ago I'm like, this isn't working. So I'm trying to delete everything that links to that and changing the way I put the information underneath in the description box underneath my videos. And I have almost 500 videos, and I was only able to fix 180 of them yesterday, so it's going to take a while. Um, and I was almost going to wait to do any tarot, and I was like, I haven't done any tarot in like a week. Um, so I wanted to get out a card of the day at least. I feel really rusty, like I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm sure it'll come back. I'm really excited because I used a little chip of my stimulus money to get finally order the elemental hexagons, and I've wanted those for like a year. So I don't know when they're coming, um, but I put in the order. So we'll see what happens. Um, Hopefully they will get here, and I'll be really happy to have those. So, so I don't think I've gotten any decks for like 7 or 8 months. It's been a while. So that all that being said, I've got to start doing the February horoscopes pretty soon because it's getting towards mid-month. Um, and I have some ideas floating around in my head for tarot that I need to do, and I'm like, I'll get to it. Put it in the queue, and I'll get it done when I'm done with the other 800 things. That's the only problem, is that I'm my only employee, so I have to do everything. I have to make the art, I have to image the art, I have to do the descriptions, and it it took like 8 hours just to put 3 things was 4. Took me 8 hours the other day to put 4 things up on Etsy because I have to do the descriptions and make sure the images are right, and put them on Etsy and put them on DeviantArt and do all the cross links and everything. So it's very time consuming to do the business and technical side, and to do the advertising. Every time I do a video, it takes like an hour to like upload something and then post it in 4 different places, especially on Instagram because I have to type it on my phone, um, which is why when I am really busy or I don't feel well, it takes a long time to make more content in any realm whatsoever. Um, so there's that. So let's get into these cards for today. Again, David Bowie's birthday. There's some big charity thing, like a celebrity social distance concert going on for David Bowie today. Um, so the cards that we have, this one flipped over on the desk. I just heard Triptych Door. Okay. So the card that's on the floor is the bottom of the deck, and then the 3 cards that fell are like the gateway and the 2 opposites. But this one came out, there's a crack in the card. This one came out upright. This is the middle card. So this is the Lilies. Is that Lilies? Yeah, they're Kala lilies. The Lilies, the King of Swords. Okay, so there's a stained glass window behind them with lilies on it, and then the real ones in front. And this card is kind of dealing with um, you know, an impression just sort of trapped in the air, stylized, a flash of perfection, and then the reality is in front isn't always perfect, but there's beauty in the natural flow of things. There's a certain rigidity to expecting things to be perfect, whereas the ultimate truth, the balance, is that you have an archetype, you have a blueprint, and then the execution is always, there's always, I don't want to keep saying imperfection. It's like a fractal variation that causes things to be like slightly out of exactly perfect. It's like the Fibonacci sequence itself. It starts out kind of chunky. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. Because the beginning, let me get a piece of paper or something. So the beginnings of a natural spiral are going to be a little bit chunky. And then as more data comes in, it smooths out into this curve. I can't do mirror instructional. There, something. I can't do it backwards. But you get the idea. So the 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 perfect flowers are the extended curvature, but the real flowers are like the chunky middle part. And the King of Swords being on there is sort of being able to see the duality of things. It's like it's not only one side, it's like you have to do it perfectly or you're a piece of shit. It's, you know, the real flowers are more of the experience. It's more of the creative flow. And there has to be, and this is the union, right, in between the two other cards, the union of the rigid masculine blueprints and the feminine flow of the creation in reality. All right, so let's look at these two panels on the side. So we have the tree inverted, 7 of Cups, but it's inverted. So I'm looking more at the 7 of Cups inverted. Let me just hold that up right. There's the Sephiroth, the blueprint of the Merkaba, but it's coming in inverted. But the 7 of Cups, what's that? 7 of Cups energy. Traditionally Venus in Scorpio, but I've reassigned it Uranus in Scorpio. So where's Venus today? In Capricorn. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm looking at the Uranus retrograde that's about to shift on the 14th. But what's happening is that we're saying I'm getting rid of the illusions. 7 of Cups is like all the distractions, all the bullshit. This one or 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 this one. And here it's saying, you know, stop looking, stop. This is like take your meds, like take your ADD medication, but it's more spiritual than that. It's like get into your center. This is, you're not speaking to your ancestors and you don't know who you are. So we have the man here, 28. He's holding a rose there. So there's a cup energy here as well. And it's, of course, also the Ace of Cups, which is that rose. Let me look up the lyrics to The Rose by Bette Midler. Oh, my neck. This is longer than I thought it was going to be. This always happens to me. Oh, and I spelled her name wrong, too. Suckage. Huh. I say love is a flower and you its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. Right? The idea of perfection causing restriction. The dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. The soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. You think that love is only for the lucky and the strong. Just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose. That's a song that'll really get you in your feels. But the way that I'm reading it right now is this dude has been sitting in this cold, barren room all winter, and the spring sunlight's coming in, and he's not really noticing it because he's still hemming and hawing about, is it this, is it this, is it this, is it this, is it this? And I feel like if we zoom in on this window, we see that the window panes are made up out of the perfected flower. Even this card, the tree, looks like it has a window pane in it, even though it's just a box with a bunch of stuff in it. There's this idea of reflection, but that light can still come through. I am resolving some kind of confusion. But again, this is like, don't just sit there and stare into space and be like, oh, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this, I'm not that. This is coming in less as distractions and more as in every time I try to think about myself in a more expansive way, I'm like, no, I'm only this. And this is the card that fell on the floor. The dice. It's like, instead of telling yourself that you can't do, or you shouldn't do, or you're not doing, or you're not good enough, or I can't do that because I'll put my heart at risk. We don't do that in my family. Or, you know, I was told that this is going to end badly. I'm not going to trust my own heart and my own creativity. This card, the dice, 39 breaking down to 12, which breaks down to 3, which is the Empress, abundance. About the Empress also is, she's a combination of Taurian energy and Libran energy, right? Balance and grounding. We started out with like a mental balance, King of Swords, and we're ending on this Empress number. But this, the tumbling dice, it's sort of like, take a gamble on yourself. Don't just sit there. Expand from outside of your DNA, your ancestry. Expand from the blueprints. Open up the truth. Now, what's interesting is that the flowers require both water and sunlight. Water is the heart element, sunlight is the core, right? What is my core being? What is my directive? What is my desire? What is propelling me forward? And what is resonating with my heart? Okay, so that's what's going on here with this energy today. And again, these cards kind of exploded out of the deck on me when I was trying to shuffle it. So that's what we have today. If you want to get a personal reading, the list of readings is now going to be underneath this video. And the link tree, linktr.ee/CATtheMinion, is the master hub for all of the links to all of my stuff. So we've got merch and prints, actual art on Etsy with the coupon code there, coloring books, poetry book, deck of cards, and poker chips. And then if you want to donate, it's PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, and those are all in the link tree below. And so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.